January 2019, we lost our son, Malcolm. He was born too early, and it was very unexpected for us. That began a really important journey, but it was born out of like one of the most intense times of our life. And if it wasn't for having our daughter already, who was 2 at the time, I don't really know how I would have been able to keep moving through the day. And I guess moving through the day became like the number one goal at that time, was being able to find some kind of reason to get up and keep breathing and keep doing normal things to be living to be living life.
Yes, and I know for me it was that getting up out of bed, cooking food, making sure Mina was able to get outside and still have some fun. And I knew for myself how important getting up and exercising, getting into the ocean was for my own mental health. But it was just still so difficult to do that and to make that initial step, because we just lost Malcolm. And every morning, every day, like throughout the day, having these moments of still feeling him in my hands, his body, and all the thoughts that I had leading up to him being born, about what we were going to do together, what he was going to do on his own, and just being able to push, not through those thoughts, but kind of push myself up to carry those thoughts with me throughout the day, because the last thing I want to do is stop thinking of him.
I felt a lot of pressure to just move forward in a way where I seemed okay, that if I seemed okay, then our family wouldn't be worried about us. If I seemed okay, then Mina wouldn't notice and be traumatized for the rest of her life. Or if I seemed okay, like I would think I was okay. But I was just still hoping that I would find somewhere where I could talk about it, and it just hadn't come up. And just grief like makes everybody be able to understand each other in certain ways, and at the same time we're still so cut off from being able to speak about it. So meeting like Grayson was a huge turning point for us, with being able to like find words and open up and be able to express this more and talk about it with our daughter in a more complete way. Wilhelmina, my now 5-year-old daughter, and I got to go to one of the retreats that Let Grayson was having just recently. And it's just made such a huge difference in such a small time, even having access to the community. Even if I'm not going and speaking with people that are in this group every day, or just knowing that there's a group that's making an effort to like make a safe space, not only for the individual who went through it. Like, it was really important for me as a family to feel like I could talk about this as well as talk about it with Mike, that he can talk about it with, that we can bring Wilhelmina in, that it's a safe space, that I don't have to be scared to tell people that I lost a child that I'm mourning over, and that I have another child who's still with me. That's like always been a thing that I struggle, that I feel like I can't be sad because I should be grateful that I still have a child. And that's like a big part for me, to be able to like open up and say that, and not feel like I'm going to be immediately shamed for feeling sad when I still have a precious child in my life. And I wanted to be able to let her speak about it, because she does, with other children, and in a way that she wasn't gonna be looked at like, oh, she's bringing up a sad thing. She shouldn't talk about that.
Yeah.
Why is she saying that? That's really uncomfortable for her mother. And then like smiling and laughing with me, but looking at her. And I don't want her to feel that. I wanted her to feel proud of being able to speak about her brother. And we were given that space with Let Grace In. And I'm really grateful.
From the moment when you told me that you met Gabby and like about Let Grace In, it kind of opened up like a little crack in my psyche that allowed me to even feel certain things that I had pushed away in order to move forward, in order to focus on other things. Kind of that I left to those moments where I was either in the mountain by myself or in the ocean by myself, or those moments of meditative where I could feel it myself, but I still couldn't speak about it. But once you came back with the information about Let Grace In, and even though I wasn't able to make it to the retreat, like you having that new energy about you just allowed me to feel so much like more emotions openly and speak about it, actually, like speak about it to my family and speak about it with our daughter. And it's always what's up. And actually, the more that we talk about it, the more that we speak about it in a natural way, that it's just keeping those memories and that life and that love alive within us.